So we're hoping to see progress over the next couple of weeks in enacting that package into law. President Biden has had discussions with members of Congress on both sides of the aisle. Would ideally like to see a bipartisan support.
Okay, so you just heard the Treasury Secretary, Miss Janet Yellen, speak about when she thinks that the package will be put into law within the next couple of weeks. On the side of the screen, you can see all of the details surrounding it with some of the latest news. One being Biden has proposed 1.9 trillion for the relief bill. We already knew that. Includes $1,400 checks. We already knew that. But the House Democrats plan to vote on the bill by the end of next week. So we finally have some sense of a timeline here. Now, why is this important? Well, I had just put out a video yesterday, and actually the past couple of days, about gold and a death cross and gold hitting a level of support that kind of had me a little bit worried about its direction. Now, definitely not worried in the sense that, hey, I'm willing to back that truck up and get some more gold, you know? But as far as those who are willing to, or who have been waiting to cash out and sell some gold and waiting for the prices to rise, well, this is exactly the kind of information that we need, because we need to know when exactly this could happen, and this timeline helps. Now, when it comes to the stimulus, here's something else that Secretary Yellen also said in this quote here. She says, "We think it's very important to have a big package that addresses the pain this has caused." She's talking obviously about what happened in 2020. Can't say the word. 15 million Americans behind on their rent, 24 million adults, and 12 million children who don't have enough to eat, small businesses failing. I think the price of doing too little is much higher than the price of doing something big. We think that the benefits will far outweigh the costs in the longer run. Now, you also have to consider that ever since last year, Janet Yellen has been banging the drum about getting more stimulus uh, and having more support from the fiscal side of things. She was saying that while Trump was still the president, after the Fed had already lowered or had already given an easy monetary foundation for the fiscal side to then just douse it with gasoline to set this thing on fire. But obviously, we're still waiting on the bigger size package. But the good thing is that we actually have a timeline for when we should expect to see gold prices start to rebound. Now, remember, yes, there was a rebound after the news hit and we start to see the markets correct last year in 2020. And then it started to kind of just wane a little bit, not really do too much. It was kind of moving sideways. And then in June, you start to see some upward momentum. So it may take a couple of more months before, after the stimulus is put in, for us to start to see some real price movement. And the funny thing is that we're actually heading to a year's anniversary of when the first stimulus package was put into play. So I'm curious to see if we get the stimulus package passed and getting the cash into Americans' hands by March or April, will we have a similar timeline as far as when we start to see prices move? Will we see gold and silver move by the end of July, maybe sometime in July? Who knows? Guys, let me know what you think in the comments section below. Thanks again for watching. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're new. It's Black Bullion for goldandsilvertoday.com.